tonight, Apple is banking on artificial intelligence to revitalize its rather sluggish iPhone sales. The company just unveiled the new iPhone 16 during an event in Silicon Valley, The iPhone is powered by a chip designed to support Apple's new AI features. And here's a look at what the phone is supposed to do. Have a look at this.
In Mail, it'll be easy to quickly survey your inbox. Instead of seeing the first couple lines of your emails, you'll see summaries that convey the most useful information. And you'll be able to create new emoji simply by typing a description, giving you the perfect response for your group thread. If you come across a bike that looks exactly like the kind you're in the market for, just tap to search Google for where you can buy something similar.
Well, Apple has given customers little reason to upgrade since 2020 when it released, if you remember, the iPhone 12 with 5G. No wonder then that smartphone sales have been slowing down. The problem's being particularly acute in China, the world's biggest smartphone market. Apple has responded by aggressively cutting prices there. Lance Ulanoff is editor-at-large of TechRadar. He joins me now. Lance, great to have you on the show. Look, lots of new tweaks, upgrades to current models, AirPods, Apple Watch, but clearly the star of the show, was this new iPhone 16 family. You were in the room, you were there. How exciting was the reveal?
Well, I literally just stepped out of the room. It's right behind me. It was exciting. There's a lot of cool new features. They're more powerful. Yes, big focus on Apple Intelligence, although we don't get every feature that Apple Intelligence will bring. But the iPhone 16, we had the 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and Pro Max. Now, all of these phones, one of the most interesting things to me is all of them have this new camera control button. And I honestly think it's going to change the way people take photographs with their iPhone. It's both press and haptic control. So it's a really cool new feature that I think in some ways people will get more use out of than some of the Apple Intelligence features, which they're going to have to, they'll have to search a little bit for writing tools. Do they want to remove Aunt Mary from every photo with cleanup? I don't know, but I think everybody takes photos with their iPhone. So, they've got new finishes. They look good. They're actually bigger. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max are slightly bigger screens, and they're more powerful. A18 Pro chip on the Pro and the Pro Max, and A18 on the rest of them. So all got an upgrade. And by the way, what that means is they all support Apple Intelligence.
That's very good news, of course, for all Apple customers. And poor Auntie, isn't it? She's always gets picked on, it seems, but when it comes to the photos. But look, let's talk about let's talk about the capabilities, the AI capabilities, because I think this is something is revolutionary in many ways. It's the first iPhone that has these AI built-in capabilities. So just break it down for us in terms of, we heard a little clip there, Lance, but in terms of what it can do. Can it send my emails? Can it write my emails? Can it write and send my messages? Just break it down for viewers.
Well, yeah, so Apple Intelligence does have the, if you go and you write an email and you maybe don't know that the tone of voice is right, maybe it's not friendly enough, maybe it's not concise enough, maybe it's not professional enough. Well, why think about that? Let Apple Intelligence do it for you. So when you're writing the text and you're in there, or you're writing the email, you can select it and then you dig in and you find those tools. They are not that well surfaced on the device yet, and I think maybe that's because I was just trying it out. On the photo front, obviously, yes, you can clean up photos quite easily. You'll just go into edit. There's a new eraser tool, and it is actually useful if you took what you think is a perfect shot and there's a distraction in the background. You don't even have to pick it out. It will find it for you, and you'll tap and it will disappear. That's piece of cake. It also will make memories with all your photos for you. Siri got a massive update. It even looks different. It works different. It's got more awareness of the features on your phone to be able to sort of tell it in a more conversational way what you want. But some of this I'm talking about is sort of coming. They're not like, for example, integration of ChatGPT. I'm not sure that will be part of iPhone 16 when it comes out later, in a couple of weeks, but it is coming.
And look, Lance, it all sounds very grand, but my last guest, 2 hours ago, was saying to me that, consumers care more about battery life and their camera. So will this compel consumers to go out and buy a new phone, which is what Apple clearly needs?
Well, we have some better cameras. We have a 48 megapixel ultra wide, which is going to be good news for a lot of people. You've got spatial photography, which I think people will want, which is about both photos and videos that can be 3D, depending on if you have the right headset to view them. You'll have the ability to create memories with your photos. And, battery life is going to be really about the efficiency of the system. So these systems all have an A18 chip, either A18 or A18 Pro, on what's called the 3 nanometer process. The only reason you should care about that is when the nanometers get smaller, the chips become more efficient and they sip more battery life while remaining quite powerful. And speaking of power, they're saying that these A18, these A16 Pro and Pro Max running the A18 Pro can run console level games at a level you've never really seen before.
Very quickly, we're running out of time. Yes or no, Lance? Is this a game changer, you think, for Apple?
It's an important entry into a vastly, quickly developing space. They had to do this.
Lance, really appreciate you taking the time for a very busy schedule to speak to us. Thank you, Lance.